Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Dan Savage. I'm Deputy Chief for the City of Grand Rapids. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this morning. Last May, the City of Grand Rapids kicked off the city's largest bicycle safety education campaign with the support of the Michigan Department of Transportation. Our campaign is called Driving Change. We launched this effort to reduce the state's second highest fatal bike crash ratio and promote awareness of our city's bicycle-related ordinances. Our streets need to be safe for everyone, whether you're riding a bike or driving a car or walking along the sidewalk. That can happen only if everyone knows their rights and responsibilities as they move from place to place. By educating the community about the city's new road infrastructure and bicycle-related ordinances, we are strengthening relationships between bicyclists and motorists. I have asked Grand Rapids Police Officer Paul Smith to join me today. Officer Smith and our bike patrol team have been instrumental in the success we've already seen from the first year of the Driving Change campaign. We thank them for their leadership and for their fine work and efforts out there in the community, educating both the motoring public and the bicycling public of these ordinances. Our officers are committed to promoting better understanding of the Grand Rapids police ordinances and informing our community about the importance of bicycle safety. I want to quickly highlight a few examples of the results from last year's Driving Change campaign. Our police reports show fatal or serious injury crashes in Grand Rapids were reduced from 11 in 2015 to 2 in 2016 for the same 5-month reporting period in May through September. The two fatal serious crashes between May and September were an 81% decrease and the lowest total in Grand Rapids since 2010. Total crashes involving bicyclists decreased by more than 40% in 2016 for the same 5-month reporting period. The 42 crashes in 2016 were the lowest number of bicycle-involved crashes reported in Grand Rapids between May and September, going back all the way to 2004, the first year of this available data. So the improvements we saw in Grand Rapids last year are especially significant given that the city has historically had Michigan's second highest crash rates. We can attribute these improvements in bicycle safety, we cannot attribute these improvements in bicycle safety solely to the driving campaign change or the fine work of the Grand Rapids Police Department. We do believe, however, that the data supports the decision by the Grand Rapids City Commission to adopt safe passing ordinance that went into effect in 2016. We are excited about the opportunity to build on our success this year. Now I'm going to ask Grand Rapids Traffic Safety Manager Chris Saul to come up and say a few words. Chris?
Thank you, Deputy Chief Savage. Today, we are announcing the first ever public-private partnership with West Michigan driving companies about the Driving Change campaign. It's worth noting that we're kicking off the second year of the Driving Change campaign today to align with the National Bike Safety Awareness Month. Representatives from several of the organizations that are offering their time and expertise while serving on the Driving Change Advisory Committee are here with us today. This include, but are not limited to, the RAPID, the Greater Grand Rapids Bicycle Coalition, the Grand Rapids Public Schools, the city leaders and police departments serving Kentwood, Wyoming, Walker, East Grand Rapids, and many other communities in Kent County. The Spoke Folks, Free Wheeler Bike Shop, the Downtown Business Association, the Downtown Business Alliance, Downtown Grand Rapids Incorporated, and La Major, which provided invaluable support in helping us reach out to our Hispanic community. Earlier this year, we asked our community's leading providers of driving training instruction to help us in addressing this critical safety issue. Their response was overwhelming. It does our city proud. Some of them are here with us today. I'd like them to join me at the podium right now as I call their company's name. The participating West Michigan companies include All-Star Driving Education, Byron Center Public Schools, Century Driving, Keys Driving School, Jungle Survival Drivers Training, Life Drivers Training, Makatawa Driving School, Georgetown Driving School, Navigator Driving Academy, No Excuses Driving School, and prestige driving school. On behalf of the City of Grand Rapids, please join me in giving them a round of applause. These driving training instructors recognize that it's vital to help new student drivers understand the rules and proper interactions and responsibilities between motorists and cyclists. They also understand the importance of helping Grand Rapids build a culture of mutual respect between cyclists and motorists that ultimately reduces crashes. Their companies will be using the new city-provided education materials in their curriculum during the 2017 to promote awareness of bicycle safety-related ordinances. In addition, we share a series of videos on our Driving Change website and through social media partners that further educate people about the rules of the road. Here is an example. Gentlemen, we're going to need to see the screen right behind you. Sorry.
Hello, I'm Dr. Susan Wheeler, and this is Driving Change Road Relationship Counseling. Karina of Comstock Park writes, I know that I'm supposed to keep my car a certain distance from a bicyclist, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Am I too close? Am I too far? Should I pass? Should I wait? What if they turn? What if they don't? I'm so confused. Please help. Well, Karina, sounds like a classic case of separation anxiety from not fully understanding the 5-foot rule. But that's okay. I can help. When you're passing a bicyclist, the law requires that you give them a 5-foot separation between your vehicle's right side and the bicycle, which includes your side view mirror. 5 feet is about half the width of most lanes, or about the length of a pool noodle. You may have to slow down and wait until there's enough room to pass the bicyclist safely, but you still have to maintain that 5-foot separation. So, Karina, remember to try to relax. Give bicyclists their space, and always remember the 5-foot rule. Whether you're in a car, a bicycle, or just out for a walk, we are all responsible for each other's safety. I'm Dr. Susan Wheeler, and together we can work to improve our road relationships and drive change in Grand Rapids.
What another great video. I personally like when my education is entertaining. So I would like to invite the Deputy Chief back to the podium.
Thank you. Last year, our Driving Change campaign helped publicize Grand Rapids Safe Passing ordinance. The law requires that motorists keep at least 5 feet between the right side of their vehicle and the bicyclist they are passing. The city also requires bicycles at night riding to be equipped with a front white light and a rear red reflector or light visible for at least 500 feet. As part of the 2017 campaign, the city also is highlighting the danger of bicyclists riding on the sidewalk. Bicycling on the sidewalk is unsafe for pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorists alike. This message is important because one of the most frequent causes of crashes between motorists and bicyclists occurs at intersections when bicyclists are riding on the sidewalk and pass through crosswalks or parking lot entrances, also driveways in residential neighborhoods. It's safer for bicyclists to ride on the street with a flow of traffic where they are most visible. The city's new education material will emphasize that riding a bicycle on the sidewalk within most areas of downtown Grand Rapids is illegal. Now, before we conclude today's campaign kickoff, I'll invite Grand Rapids State Representative Winnie Breeks to make a few remarks.
So I'm very pleased to be part of this press conference this morning talking about bicycle safety. And my colleague, Representative David LeGrand, wanted to be here this morning, but he did have a scheduling conflict. So I know that he's an avid bicyclist and that this campaign is near and dear to his heart as well. And he's also been struck by a car before while he was bicycling right here in Grand Rapids. So this is something that he cares deeply about as well. Both of us in the Michigan State Legislature are pushing to approve a 2017 bipartisan package of bicycle safety awareness bills. The legislation essentially mirrors Grand Rapids' 5-foot wide safe passing ordinance and would enact it statewide. In addition, the legislation calls for 1 hour of instruction in bicycle safety as part of Michigan's student driver training curriculum. Sadly, the Grand Rapids area historically has had one of the worst bicycle-related crash rates in Michigan. That's why I'm delighted that the Driving Change campaign is producing positive results that can benefit all travelers in Michigan's roads, streets, and sidewalks. Grand Rapids goes by many names. We are known as Furniture City. We're also known as Beer City. And now, we're also becoming known as Bicycle Safety USA. Grand Rapids has created approximately 80 miles of bike lanes over the past 7 years. The number of people biking to work in Grand Rapids has skyrocketed. A system of bike lanes throughout the city has emerged, and city leaders have prioritized making Grand Rapids bicycle friendly. For example, our city is incorporating plans for bicycle lanes into essentially every design project that comes their way. These accomplishments have been honored with a bronze level designation from the League of American Bicyclists. So I'm proudly sharing Grand Rapids' bicycle safety story of success with my colleagues in the legislature. My hope is that their communities will move to replicate Grand Rapids strategies, and I look forward to supporting the legislative efforts to establish this statewide. And now I'd like to hand it back to the Deputy Chief for some closing comments.
Well, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming for our kickoff for our second campaign for Driving Change. We're going to be sticking around afterwards if anybody has any questions, and I'd like to thank you again for all coming out. Have a good day.